Denise. Welcome to this flexibility and balance class. Today we'll be performing standing balance exercises with a narrow stance. And by that I mean standing on one foot or with your feet close together. At any point, if you need more stability, bring your feet a little wider, and that's absolutely fine. Additionally, if you'd like to take a break or make modifications at any point, I strongly encourage you to do so. So, all we'll need today is an open area and some water nearby. You can choose to have shoes on or be barefoot. I would like you to try to do this class without any shoes on, because in doing these narrow stance exercises, we'll be strengthening the muscles in your feet and in your ankles and your lower legs, as well as the rest of your body. But I really want you to feel the muscles in your feet and your ankles get stronger so that it carries over into your everyday life and that you're more stable, more balanced, and have a lot more control in everything you do. Okay, so let's get started. Let's bring your feet about hip width apart, which means that your feet are right below your hips and your knees. Roll your shoulders back. Engage your abdominals, lengthen through your spine and through your neck. And let's begin by rolling through your feet. Throughout class, I'd like you to work at the rate that feels right for you. Because we'll be challenging your balance today, take more time if you need to really feel the moves and really get those muscles to work well. Continue to breathe throughout class and keep that beautiful smile on your face. Now notice that we move from your heels through the balls of your feet, through your toes, changing how we weight bear on your feet. A lot of weight and then a little bit of weight. One more time. Hold your feet steady. Keep the weight on your right foot. Lift your left heel up and let's roll through your foot. Roll it around in a circle. Loosening up the muscles in your feet and your ankles and putting more weight on the balls of your feet and through your big toe. Push your left big toe into the floor. Those muscles are very important for your balance, and we'll challenge them in a little bit, both by using them and not by using them. Hold your foot down, press your left foot down. Now make your left leg as straight as possible, lengthen through your spine. Bring your arms to the sides with your palms facing forward and your shoulders down. Now lift your right knee up and then down slowly. Notice that your hips are level. And what I mean by that is that your hip isn't poking out to the side and your right hip is dropping. So keep your hips level and barely touch the floor as your foot comes down. One more. Hold your foot down. Roll your shoulders back. Now keep the weight on your left foot. Let's roll through your right foot. You can roll in either direction, but do make sure you're standing tall. Notice that you're also loosening up through your hip and your low back. Place your right foot on the floor, roll your shoulders back, reach your arms out to the sides with your thumbs facing up, stand tall through your right leg, and now with your left leg, lift it up and down slowly. Place it down, barely touch the floor. At any point throughout class, if it feels more stable to stand next to a wall or maybe a chair, please feel free to do so. Keep your upper back lifted, open your chest, and continue to breathe. Two more. One more time. Place your foot on the floor, keeping your feet hip width apart, roll through your feet. Hold your feet down, roll your shoulders back, close your eyes for just a second, press your toes into the floor. Open your eyes. Okay, so keep those toes on the floor. We're going to lift your heels up and then lower them. So coming up into tippy toes and then down. Try to come up through your first and your second toes. Try not to roll through your pinkies. Let's raise your hands forward as you lift with your thumbs facing up. Can you raise your hands a little higher? You choose how high you lift. Keep your elbows as straight as possible. One more time, hold it up. Reach your arms to the sides. Draw your shoulders back and down. Now close one eye. Optional, close both eyes. And open your eyes. Bring your hands down. Lower your heels. Roll through your feet. And hold your feet down. Now keep your feet on the floor. Lift your toes up. All of your toes. Lift them off the floor. Bring your arms to the sides. Keeping your toes up. Turn your head to the right. And back to center. Turn your head to the left. And back to center. Bring your arms down. Place your toes on the floor. Roll your shoulders back. And with your feet hip width apart, move into squats. Pull your hips back. And then stand up. Notice that your toes are on the floor. They're working to help you balance. Very, very strong muscles on the bottom of your feet. Pressing your toes down. As you squat back, hinge from your hips. Notice that your knees and toes are going in the same direction. There's a straight line from your head to your tailbone. Stand up tall, lengthen through your spine, and then squat back and down. Press into your feet. One more time. Hold your body down. Draw your shoulders back. Continue to breathe. And stand up tall. Roll your shoulders back. Now let's bring your feet closer together. So now we're in a very narrow stance, and we'll make it even smaller because we'll lift your left foot up. Draw your shoulders back and down. Let's reach your arms out to the sides. Draw your shoulders back and down. Lift your left knee up. Remember, keep your pelvis level and don't let it drop. Turn your thumbs up to the sky. Now from here, lift your toes up. Now at any point, remember, you can put your toes down. Keeping your right toes up, gently touch the floor with your left foot and lift it up. Slowly lowering. Try to keep your right toes up. One more time. Now bring your toes down. Hold your left toes on the floor. Place your right toes on the floor. Now very, very little weight on your left toes. Imagine that you're in wet cement or wet sand and you're barely poking a hole into the sand or the cement. So barely touching. Draw your shoulders back and down. Reach your hands forward. Reach your hands out to the sides. Bring your hands down. Moving into squats from here. Sit back. Very little weight on your left toes. In fact, can you unweight your left toes? You don't have to. Now remember, with that squat, you hinge back and you stand up. 2 more. One more time. Standing up tall, place your foot on the floor, roll through your feet. So really stretch the muscles on the bottom of your right foot. Okay, one more exercise here. Roll your shoulders back. Let's bring your arms out to the sides. Draw your shoulders down. Now press your right foot into the floor, including your toes. Think about your left foot. Lift your leg out to the side and bring it down. Float your leg up and down. We'll change this. Take it out. Cross it over in front of your right foot. Good. Reach. If you want to, you can bring your hands down. One more time. Hold your leg out, place it on the floor. Okay, wiggle your right toes. We have one more exercise here. Arms out, float your leg out to the side. Now we'll cross it over the other leg, working at your own pace. Lift it out to the sides and cross your leg over. Two more times. One more time. Cross it over. Hold this stretch. It's a figure 4 stretch. Sit down a little deeper if you can. Draw your shoulders down. Pull your hips back. Bring your hands down, standing up. Oh, let's roll through your feet, especially that right foot. So you can really see how important the muscles in your feet and your ankles are and your lower leg for maintaining your stability and balance, as well as the alignment awareness of your upper back as you hinge, folding from your hips, making sure we're not rounding through your spine when you hinge. Okay, let's try those exercises on the other side. Bring your feet together, roll your shoulders back. Let's bring your arms out to the sides. Float your right knee up. Now lift your left toes up. Gently tap your right toes to the floor and lift up. Keep your upper back tall. Open your chest, gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. One more. Now let's keep your right toes gently touching the floor. Place your left toes on the floor. So at this point, lengthen through your spine, press your entire left foot into the floor, and your right toes are barely touching the floor or barely making a hole in the sand if we were in that imaginary sand or cement. Draw your shoulders back and down, moving into this squat. Sit back and down, standing up. Keep the weight on your left foot, pressing your hips back. Very little weight on your right toes. So try to fold from your hip. Keep a straight line from your head to your tailbone. Two more times. Last one. Standing up, roll through your feet. Really stretch to the bottom of your left foot. And let's take both hands out to the side, place your feet down. Now, press your left toes into the floor. Take your right foot to the side. Lift your foot up, your right foot up, and then back down. Draw your shoulders down. Continue to breathe and show me your beautiful smile. We're in this together. Imagine we're holding hands right now and you're gently holding on, remaining stable, holding me up as I'm holding you up. Now take your leg out to the side, cross it over your left leg, And if you want to, you can bring both hands to the right and then to the left. Hold me up. I'm holding you up. One more. Bring your foot out to the side, hold it down. Wiggle your left toes. Arms out to the sides. Bring your right leg out to the side. Hold it there. Now cross it in front into that figure four. And then out to the side. Work at your own pace. Notice how strong your left foot and ankle are. They might be getting a little tired, and that's okay. We're getting stronger with each move. You have just one more. Stay with me. Cross your foot over and sit in your figure four. Just notice how much your big toe is working. Standing tall, bring your foot down. Oh, let's roll through your feet. Really lift up your heels. Really stretch through your big toe. Okay, let's move to our next sequence. Let's bring your feet together and then slide your right foot forward just gently. So your feet are staggered very, very little. Roll your shoulders back. Let's keep the weight on your right foot. Draw your shoulders back and down. Now unweight your left foot. Let's tap it back a bit and then pull it in. Tap it back a little further and then in. You can reach your hands forward as a counterbalance if you want to. Keep your abdominals on. As you tap back, try not to put too much weight on your left toes. Hold this next one back. Hold your left foot back. Let's bring your arms out like airplane wings. Now you have an option to reach them forward as well. Whatever's comfortable for you. Draw your shoulders back. Lean forward just a bit. Float your left foot up. Place it on the floor gently. Again, lift it up. Draw your shoulders down. We have two more. Strengthen the muscles in your hips. Hold your leg up. Now, optional, reach your hands forward. Look forward and down. Draw your shoulders down. Can you float your left leg up any higher? And then stand tall. Place your foot on the floor, roll through your feet. We'll go into a little sequence here, keeping your feet on the floor. Lift your left knee up. We'll move from here into reaching your leg back. Slowly. If your foot touches the floor, that's okay. Standing tall with your knee up. Keep doing that sequence, moving your leg back. Work at your own pace. And lift your knee up. Let's do that one more time. Notice how much your right toes are working. One more. Place your foot down, roll through your feet, especially your right foot. Okay, here's your big challenge. Here's my big challenge. We're in this together. Stand tall, lift your right toes up. We'll do that same sequence with your knees up and then reaching your foot back on the left with your right toes up. Now remember, at any point, put your right toes down or hold on to something or go through a smaller range of motion. So your right toes are up, your left knee is up. Reach back with your left leg. Work at your own pace. And the knee up. Let's do that 2 more times. One more time, we can do this. Place your toes down, roll through your feet. So I hope you can notice how important and how vital keeping your foot muscles are, especially the bottom of your feet. All right, let's try this on the other side. So bring your feet together, stagger them slightly so your left foot is more forward, knees and toes in the same direction. Draw your shoulders back and down. Let's reach your hands to the side. Your right toes barely touching the floor. Tap it back slightly. Bring it in. Reach back a little further. Keeping the weight primarily on your left foot. Remember, you can reach forward with your hands if you'd like to. Tap back a little further, barely touching the floor. Two more. Hold your leg back. Now you can keep your hands forward or out like airplane wings. Keep the weight primarily on your left foot. Float your right leg up and then barely touch the floor. You can look down if that feels more comfortable for you. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. We have two more. Float it as high as it's comfortable for you. Hold your leg up. Reach your hands forward. Look down if you'd like to. Lift your back leg up as high as you'd like to. Standing tall. Place your foot on the floor. Let's roll through your feet. Let's move back into that sequence where we lift your knee up and reach your leg back. We'll keep your left toes on the floor. Standing tall, left foot is weight bearing. Arms out. Reach your right knee up or lift it up. Reach it back behind you. Slowly. Your toes are on the floor on the left. Lift your right knee up. Reach your leg back. Lift your knee up. Reach your leg back. One more time. And reach your leg back. Place your right foot on the floor. Let's roll through your feet, especially your left foot. We'll do that same sequence now with your left toes off of the floor. Remember, at any point, if you need to put your toes down or hold on to something, I invite you to do so. Okay, here we go. Left toes up, right knee up. Work at your own pace. Reach your right leg back. And when you're ready, you lift your knee up. Keep moving through that sequence. Don't worry about your pace. We have one more. Let's place your right foot down and roll through your feet. I promise this is the last exercise with your narrow stance or with a very small amount of weight on the floor on your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Let's raise up and down on your toes. One more. Hold it up on your toes, on the balls of your feet. Now think about your hinge again. From here, we'll move into tiptoe squats. Now, if your feet are saying, oh no, I don't think so, put your feet back down, and that's absolutely fine. So I want to see a perfect squat here. Sit back, and then stand up. Optional, close one eye. Do keep your knees and toes in the same alignment. Optional, close or squint the second eye. Try to keep those heels up. You have one more. Standing tall. Open your eyes, place your heels down. Lots of challenges, lots of strengthening today. Lots of balance. And I hope you can see the importance of keeping your lower legs strong for balance and stability, as well as the rest of your body, awareness of your posture, of your alignment, so that we don't hurt your back, we don't hurt any part of your body, but there's a really wonderful balance of your head and your torso with your lower body, so that when we reach, when we bend, we remain stable and strong. Okay, hold your feet down. Let's roll through your right foot. Big circles. And then roll through your left foot. And place your heel down. Keep your feet hip width apart. Step back with your right foot so we stretch through your calf. Making sure your knees and toes are hip width apart. Both knees and toes are facing forward. Keep your right knee straight and press your right heel into the floor. Stretch your calf on the right side. Lengthen through your spine. Gently lift your body up. Lift your right heel up, slide your foot back a little further on the right. Stretching through your hip flexor. Bend both knees, lowering your hips down, and then gently press your right hip forward, stretching through the front of your right hip and through the front of your leg, your quadriceps, your front thigh muscles. Gently lift your body up, slide your back foot in. Let's stretch through your calf on the left foot. Slide your left foot back, keeping your feet hip width apart. Knees and toes facing forward. Press your left heel down, keeping your left knee straight. Open your chest. Gently float your body up, lift your left heel up, slide your foot back a little further on the left. Keeping your feet hip width apart, bend both knees, lower your hips, and press your hips forward, stretching to the front of your left hip, even the front of your thigh if you're low enough. Open your chest. Continue to breathe. Lift your body up, slide your feet in, roll through your feet. Keep your feet hip width apart, bend your knees softly, and press your right hip to the side. Draw your shoulders back. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Switch sides, press your left hip to the side. Open your chest. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bring your body back to the center, lifting up. Let's take your feet a little wider than your hips. Let's perform hip circles in either direction. Big circles with your hips. And in the other direction. And back to the center. Wiggle through your toes, lift them up and down. Hold your toes down, roll your shoulders back. Big chest opening. One more time. Hold your shoulders back and down. Shake out your arms, wiggle your toes, and take a deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you notice how strong you are, how stable you are, and that your body feels even stronger and longer than when we started. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.